Are you living the Delaware Beach lifestyle? You can't live at the beach and do nothing. This up-and-coming year-round area has lots to offer. Find out where to eat, play, and serve. Living the ultimate dream.
Welcome to the 302 Lifestyle Beach Podcast. Your host, Dylan Ewing. I got Santa's Letters and Kristinas Kitchen in the house, Kristina and Sean. And we are here. These guys are so awesome in the 302 area. I know with Santa's Letters, they happen to be in our development, and driving past in the wintertime is just amazing because you just the entrance into the greens over by Cripple Creek is just so amazing. This Sean has really gone way overboard. Well, I don't know if you can go too overboard with something like this, but the work that you guys have put into everything you do, it just really shows. Kristina's Kitchen has just launched relatively recently, but is just overflowing with people and just good food. And if you follow either one of these guys on Facebook or Instagram or anything, every time I see something that she's posted, I am just so hungry. I think one time they even gave me some food as I was driving home. So you guys are just so awesome and just impacting the community. Guys, welcome, and tell us a little bit about how you got into 302 and got started in this.
Well, Sean is a born and raised Delawarean. I'm not. I was actually raised in the Philadelphia area, Bucks County. Moved down here in 2005 and never looked back. It's just an awesome area. I love it so much. I came here for the beach, the peace. I was in my mid-20s at the time, and it just seemed like the right place to be, make a nice lifestyle change, and I never left.
So since then, I know, Sean, you've been here for a little while, and quite the handyman, I hear. But you guys have gotten into this such a unique two different industries, but both just serving people. I know, Kristina, you kind of had some other stuff going on, but you guys seem to have found your calling. Sean, how did you get into Santa's Letters?
Well, back in 2018, I was with the post office for about 4 years, and around 2018 is when we started Santa's Letters. At the post office, we wanted to, people were having and sending out letters to Santa Claus, and nobody was replying to them. So I decided that I was going to be the one to reply to the letters. And after I left the post office, we weren't really sure what was going to happen. So we were in the store one time, and we saw this big red mailbox, and I told Kristina we're going to have to put that out in front of the house. And ever since then, it's been taken off.
And going back to that, though, because one of our first dates, we were writing letters because we met around Christmas time. And I said, "What are you doing in there?" And you're actually answering some letters through the post office.
Yeah, and we sat right there and just answered a bunch of letters and on like right around our first date or whatever it was.
And okay, so you got started doing that. You started writing letter by letter. Then all of a sudden, it just kind of took off, right? So you guys have been on the news. You've been all over town. People have been kind of rising up to the occasion and helping out. You're helping families.
Yeah, that's how it kind of just branched off into that. It started out as fun. We were known as the official drop-off center for Santa's Letters, meaning that we were helping Santa get all of his mail, making sure all the kids got a response back. And then we started getting letters from families that needed basic things. We're talking food, toothbrushes, winter jackets, and that's when it really broke our heart. And that's when we realized that we need to turn this into a charity.
Wow, very commendable. So, and just since we've seen you in our development, man, you got the fire truck coming in, bringing Santa down, and
yeah, they'll purchase toys and leave them in there. Like I'll schedule out to several neighborhoods.
Oh, I got it.
Fine. And then I'll post it, and then people can leave their toys out by the mailbox or bring them out to us, and they'll throw them in the back of the truck or whatever. And then, I'll do that all through the month of July. I go to different areas.
We also want to do like an advent calendar sort of thing, like coming up as it gets a little closer to the actual holidays for like food, people who need food, families that need food. So almost like a food drive advent calendar. So, for example, in the month of October, for the first week, everybody brings a loaf of bread. For the second week, everybody brings a box of pasta. For the third, stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And then we'll create these boxes of food to also give to the families.
They helped us out this year. Believe it or not, they gave us 3 truckloads of toys.
Wow.
I mean, you should see the upstairs. It's like stacked and packed upstairs. I mean, it was literally three truckloads of my pickup truck.
We need help with people, help with coming up with ideas.
And I have a feeling that we have lots of connections because we serve a lot of churches and stuff in the area. 80% of our customers are actually retired. So this is going to be really great. I think you guys will get a lot of feedback on getting some volunteers or just getting ideas. And you wouldn't believe all the different backgrounds that these people have. So I'm excited to get this out there and show it to our little world. If you guys don't know, we'll have some links posted up on below, and you'll see some images pop up if you're watching the video, not the podcast. Check out the YouTube. Anyways, but what I've seen is these kids and families, all different times of day and hours. You got the whole thing set up in the front of your yard. I mean, it's like a little town going on. You're eventually going to have a whole town right there. What I see is that kids come, they walk through a little entrance. You'll see it on the screen here, but they go through, they drop their letter off, and then Santa gets to read the letter magically and answers them. And then not only that, but families that are actually in need or other people, I think we've even done it where we kind of secretly just kind of nominate somebody or however you want to do it. You guys kind of just I'll have all kind of links below, but people can let you guys know families in need, or if family needs help, they can reach out. And then you guys kind of take over, contact them, contact whoever's doing it, and make sure that they have exactly what they want, the kids need and want, and get the kids' letters answered. Wow, just really big stuff. And I did a little research on Santa's letters, and it's kind of like a countrywide thing, but you guys have kind of like taken over the whole Delaware thing. I mean, it's grown so fast that you guys are going to have to like open up a whole new shop for this.
There that just do the Santa's letters, response and things like that. But like I said, once we started reaching out to the community with, hey, we're getting letters from families that need basic necessities. Does anybody want to help? Or that's when it just it took off, really. And we are, the mailbox isn't open to only children. We were getting letters from families, grandparents who want to just help their grandchildren, families right around the corner that just, again, can't supply food or clothing to their children. And, there's over 500 children just in the local Indian River district that are go home without food on the weekends. That's pretty sad. And, so that we knew we had to do something. And actually through Kristinas Kitchen, we were able to supply some lunches this summer. To down in Selbyville. We had some families come in and pick up lunches. Other businesses chimed in with that too. That was a program that the Selbyville Library put together. So it's kind of all tying in, together, which is really cool.
That is cool. And if I'm not mistaken, this should come out in time, but right at Lord's Landscaping, you guys have Fire and Ice Festival that's coming out, and all the proceeds, I believe, are going to Santa's letters, right?
It's going to be so incredible.
Oh my gosh, guys. So if you were listening to this, you got to make it there. Really cool. Unfortunately, we're going to be out of town, but I can't wait to see pictures and stuff of that.
Cold and exciting.
Yes, it's going to be cold and hot.
I heard some stories of some other people that are going to be involved with doing the ice sculpturing. So it's going to be interesting to see how these turn out. All right. So Kristina, Kristinas Kitchen.
Yeah.
Amazing food. I mean, oh my gosh, guys, if you haven't been there, we are telling everybody about it because I just love everything I've ever tried. And I think just even from the beginning, you kind of tweaked some things, and everything I've had from there is just amazing. So tell us a little bit about how you got into that and what sparked that.
Well, I think, kind of growing up, I had some culinary talent on either side of the family through uncles and such. And so maybe it's a little bit genetic, I'm not sure. But what sparked it for me was in my early 20s, I went to school to be a holistic practitioner. So I studied like Ayurvedic spa treatments, and I became a master esthetician over time. Branched out to doing some nail care, and through my training, in fact, why I moved down here was to find a holistic spa that served my passion for, treating the skin, which is an organ, naturally, like more holistically and kind of like from within, meaning like your diet and things. Emotional support also is really important for your skin. So with all of that being said, I worked in many areas or many spas in the area. And then when Sean and I met, he saw my vision and knew that I was an entrepreneur at heart. And so helped me build Mind, Body, and Soul Wellness Center in Bethany. We were there for about 4.5 years. Towards the last 2 years, we were able to expand and open up a smoothie shop, which was like a dream come true for me, because then I could start to incorporate the food part of it. And so we had smoothies and soups and things and healthy foods, and had some yoga. And unfortunately, the landlord changed her mind, so we had to move out of that location. But in transition, I was still really passionate about making food, and it kind of leaned a little bit more towards, the food aspect of it. And I was making food here in my house, and people were asking for me to cook it, and and so it was kind of cool. And then that's kind of how Kristinas Kitchen developed, because I was literally in my home making food, and then also borrowing some commercial kitchen space in the summer, just of not this past year, but 2019. Mm-hmm. So that's how recent this all is for us. When the space opened up where we are, right in Millville, next to Lord's Landscaping, we knew that we had to jump on it. And we just dove right in. And, with the help of Sean, I just really, all of my dreams are just coming to fruition. And it's incredible. We just made a menu that was well-rounded and diverse, healthy, yet fun, with some cakes and cupcakes and, baking and stuff. My mom did a lot of baking when I was younger. So she was a chocolatier, but then she was also a competitive dancer and a bodybuilder, a little bit of everything. And that's always what I've loved. I love the healthy aspect, but I love food. And, I wanted to create a place where people with different allergies and food sensitivities, as I have food sensitivities myself, where everybody could just enjoy, some good old fashioned food. And it's been really awesome. So we're excited.
Kristina, I remember when you started making the fruit kind of cups at your house, and Daisy came home and she's like, okay, so I got to go pick up 4 of these things. I'm like, what are they? I'm looking at them, and then all of a sudden she brings them in, and I'm like, oh my gosh, these are awesome. They were just grab and go stuff. And it's so awesome that took off, because they were so good. And not only that, but it's a lot of stuff that you have. You can, it's a lot for busy people.
Yes.
A lot of times driving through town, you're in a hurry and you don't want to go into a restaurant, but there's not a lot of options for healthy stuff, Wow, just perfect. Before we dive into some other questions, how can they get a hold of both of you guys with Santa's Letters and Kristinas Kitchen? We'll post some links down below.
Yeah, we've got some great Facebook sites or Facebook profiles. Mm-hmm. So we're both on Facebook for Santa's Letters and for Kristinas Kitchen. So Santa's Letters is Santa's Letters Charity. For Kristinas Kitchen is Kristinas Kitchen 19. Also on Instagram, Kristinas Kitchen 19 for the year 2019, which is when we started. And we have emails, and I think for Santa's Letters, our home address and our personal phone numbers are just out there, because it's a home business. Yeah.
So, and we'll have all that links down below, guys, but I just wanted to pop in there and see how they can get a hold of you guys. And for anybody listening, Kristinas Kitchen is right off of Central or 26, right past Giant. If you're heading away from the beach, on the right-hand side, next to Lord's Landscaping. What is your favorite part about being a business owner in the 302?
I would definitely say the community. How about you?
It's the community. Yeah, I mean, everybody's there. Everybody backs you. Everybody knows you. And the support that you get is, terrific. And no matter what you do, somebody's there to help you, to lend a hand, to support you. And it's awesome.
To refer you. I mean, the regulars that we've met, we have so many regulars already that come in, and they treat us like family. It's pretty awesome. Mm-hmm. I would definitely say the support. Anytime, with Santa's Letters too, anytime we need help, everybody's right here for us. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's something we found too in this area. It's really great. What is one of the biggest mistakes you've made being in the 302 or being in business here?
For me, I would say maybe saying yes when I knew in my heart I probably should have said no. Just because you want to say yes, you want to make everybody happy.
She's a yes woman. She's a yes woman. Oh.
But, I just want to make everybody happy, especially when you're starting a new business, is you want to show that you can do it. And, so that's definitely it, I would say. Yeah.
Sean, I can see you in the background. No, we can't do it.
My mouth's not saying it. My face definitely is. So it's like, I hear her talking. I hear that. I hear her saying, well, I know I can. And I'm thinking, I hope she don't know. But, she wants to help. We want to help everybody, as much as we can and as many times as we can. So, if we can do it, we're going to do it.
Yeah, and it's funny how that's like a human nature to just want to be able to help everybody. But when you're so awesome and you just are so good at serving people, there's so many people that want your services. So there's a fine line where you start realizing like, okay, I can't serve everybody. I have to start saying no. But that's a good thing that you guys, that everyone realizes that you guys have so much to offer and are asking so much of you guys. Okay, what is the best advice for somebody moving to the area, or what's your favorite place in the Delaware Beach area? You got any advice or favorite places?
Well, we love to eat.
Oh,
And I love to shop. So
no. No.
So I love all the local stores and the boutiques around here. I mean, Water Lily, and even Millville Pet Stop. We're dog lovers too, so spend some time at Millville Pet Stop. We love to eat at the Good Earth Market. We love to hang out at Hooked Up and Bethany Blues. So in our downtime, those are things we like to do. The new Millville Boardwalk is really awesome for some putt-putt and ice cream.
You go back and play the arcade.
It's awesome. Yeah,
we took all of our
employees there this summer. It was so much fun. So
Agape's like, oh my God, they're so good. They're so
ice
good.
cream.
Yep.
It was funny. I saw them being open in the winter, and I was like, I don't know if anyone's going to get ice cream in the winter. And then I find myself, I've been there probably 10 times, like just past couple months. Oh my gosh, the ice cream is so good. And then, just to try something new, I'll go back and play the arcade here and there. Oh, there's a doggy.
We love the trails behind the outlets up in Rehoboth. The trails up there are really awesome. So that's one thing that we love to do. You can ride the trail all the way up to Lewis and like Cape Henlopen. It's like a 24-mile round trip.
Wait, which trail is that? I didn't hear what you said.
It's called Rails to Trails.
We love to be outdoors. So there's a lot of really cool trails around here. Even the one up there off of Fred Hudson Road.
James.
So there's a lot of cool outdoor things to do.
Okay, guys. And what is the biggest mindset shift you've made over the past 2 years?
For me, it's something I'm constantly working on, is just being mindful, keeping myself aware of how I'm feeling, how I'm reacting to things, how my attitude is. Having that consistent attitude of gratitude is something I'm really working on, and especially running a business and dealing with different personalities, different employees, different customers and things. Mm-hmm. And you just have to have that constant awareness and that mindfulness. I'm pretty good at when the stress kicks in and stuff, you tend to lose it. But, that's something I'm really working on. Yeah, and I've really accomplished over the past couple of years.
Mm-hmm. And we got a lot of couples moving here. What's some advice you guys have for working and living together?
As long as you have a spouse that'll back you up, you can do anything. You can be anything. You can do anything. There's nothing you can't accomplish. I mean, you and Daisy and this woman right here. I mean, she's my backbone. And I hope I'm her backbone.
Vice versa.
So, I mean, she has my back, I have hers, and if you have that, then
there is a famous saying, though, happy wife, happy life. And I will say too that I had to learn to, because it is Kristinas Kitchen, I feel like my name is on the line a lot of times, but this guy here has been the biggest support system I could ever ask for. Literally will drop what he's doing to just fix whatever problem I have at that moment. And I just have to learn to appreciate that. And I've had to learn to give him his space too, let his light shine a little too, because his creativity has really come through during this whole thing as well. And I had to learn to just trust a little bit more that, he knows what he's doing, and he can shine a little bit too. And he can, also come through and be super amazing as he has been. And so I've had to learn to just have that trust, it's not a competition. We're working together, and so that's definitely a piece of advice that I've taught myself and had to learn and would love to share.
Lightning round, guys. What's the best book, tool, or software, and why is it so great?
I would have to say the Rotary Club, is something that I want to look to getting into. We've talked about it before, the 4 yeses. If you can't do something or ask yourself something and you get all 4 yeses, then it's probably not a good idea.
I like that. I like that a lot.
What are the 4 questions?
Is this good for everybody? Is this an ethical thing? is anybody going to get hurt in the process? Or make sure nobody gets hurt in the process. And, so you want to be able to answer yeses in all different questions, for all the different questions. But like I said, I haven't learned all 4 questions yet. But I'm in the process of it. I've talked to my buddy, and he's been giving me some tips.
Awesome. I like to read in my downtime. I've actually got a couple books that are on my bedside table. One is You Are Badass.
I love it.
I love it. And it's how to basically stop doubting your greatness and start living, your life that you're meant to live. The other one I just got now from Jay Shetty is Think Like a Monk. And that's, it's on the lines of just really, again, going back to that being aware, of your feelings, of your thoughts at all times. It really all is in your head. And your thoughts aren't really real. They're just created by you. So it's, getting back to thinking like a monk, simplifying things, and just being happy. So.
Man, we got the double dose. I love it. I've been telling myself a lot, fear, it means the acronym for fear is false evidence appearing real. What is the biggest myth about being a business owner that people need to know?
You're a millionaire. No.
It's easy. You're going to get in there. You're going to make $1 million. Your first time that you're open. It's not hard.
I think the biggest myth is, that you're not. It's not hard. Everybody's working for you and back and rolling it in like this. No, I've never worked so hard in my life.
Yeah.
I remember the first few months coming home and not being able to walk on my feet. Just my feet hurt so bad. And I love it. I love the challenge. It's actually more challenging for both of us to have the time off. Yeah, our hearts are really full right now. I mean, we're coming up on our 1 year anniversary for being open is February 10th. So a whole year has flown by. And it's just been an amazing year, really. It's been exhausting, yes. I think the word I was using was straightful, which is a combination of stressed and grateful.
Wait, you called it straightful?
It's straightful, yes.
Straightful.
STREITFULL. Stressed and grateful at the same time. So, finding that balance, between the two.
What is one question I should have asked, and what's your answer?
Are you hiring? Yes.
We are going to be hiring a lot. And yes, we do have an extra slice of pumpkin pie in our refrigerator.
We actually do.
We do. We were going to let you know.
Yeah, if anybody doesn't know, these two are so awesome. It was like 9:00 at night. I think. And I was like, my wife wants, Daisy wants a pie, and I went to all the stores, and at the end of the day, and they kind of all been picked over, and you can't just get anything good. Yeah, well, these guys came to the rescue, let me come at their house and get some pie.
Quality control is my favorite job.
You have to check everything to make sure it's good for the customers.
That's right.
I love it. So, okay, you guys are hiring, and we're going to definitely have the links down below, but what kind of stuff, because we get a lot of homeowners moving here, a lot of people kind of coming out of working all the time, and they just kind of have all this free time. If somebody's looking to either volunteer or work, what type of jobs you guys got available?
Well, I think volunteering for Santa's letters would be awesome. We're always looking for people to just help get the word out. We want to start in the beginning we want to start earlier in the year. The beginning of right now, we just need to start promoting Santa's letters and getting some more families that we can help. As far as the kitchen goes, we're looking for, we have a lot of positions at the kitchen as far as cooks go and front counter help, a barista, a frutista. That's the people who make smoothies, believe it or not. Looking for some shift leaders, people to help us out a little bit more, so that maybe we're not, working there, 20 hours a day, or but just some people that we can start delegating some more leadership, skills to, and things like that. It's a really great opportunity. You don't have to worry about serving the customer. It's still, being very safe with the COVID precautions right now. As far as we have contactless payments, we have curbside delivery available or curbside takeout, and everybody's just staying very safe. So, you can feel confident knowing that you'll be safe working there with us as well. It's a small place if you haven't been there yet, so we can fit about 6 customers in at a time. And like I said, we do have the curbside takeout available, and ordering online is a cinch too.
Great. So just to wrap everything up, you guys are just so awesome. We got Santa's letters. If you guys are looking for helping out or doing something or just supporting kids and families in the area, we're going to have that stuff below you guys can check out. If you're looking to reach these guys on Facebook, Santa's Letters or Kristinas Kitchen. And Kristina, it sounds like you got all kinds of stuff, and you guys are growing so fast. So if someone's looking for some side money or some extra time to spend, just having fun and helping out, you have lots of stuff going on there. So, man, guys, anything special for 2021 or anything coming up recently before we end?
We both actually specialize in baking and custom orders. We're just actually starting to kind of dip our toes into custom catering and custom baking, custom orders. So I've been reached out to a lot recently regarding gluten-free baking, vegan baking, and things like that. So I'm totally open to doing those kinds of opportunities, keto friendly. And, because we do have separate ovens for anybody with celiac for baking. And I have a lot of experience with gluten-free and celiac baking and cooking. So, and I have a lot of experience also with, like I said, the keto or the low carb. Sean's turned into like the most amazing pie man out there. He makes all these awesome pies. Like, it's pretty cool.
Oh man. So all the food allergies and stuff, you're taking care of that. And, you don't hear a lot about that either. A lot of people, taking extra care with, celiac, gluten-free, all that stuff you guys got, vegan. And we're going to have some images up. So if you're in the podcast, you got to jump over the YouTube channel or their Facebook page, because all the stuff that your Instagram, because all the stuff that you're posting for birthdays and special events and all that stuff, so amazing, so good.
Did you have something that you wanted to offer to your listeners from Kristinas Kitchen?
So if you guys, we always love to give our customers or listeners something special. So if you guys have something like that.
We have these, what I was thinking, because Sean and I, another thing with starting Kristinas Kitchen is, him and I didn't get to mention it, but when we first met too, a lot of our conversations revolved around like coffee, and just our dream was like to own a coffee shop someday. We wanted like a coffee shop and a bed and breakfast. Like that's what we've always talked about. And so we love coffee. And so I don't know if that many people know that we even have coffee, and so we were going to give to the 302 listeners a coffee. Like a latte, like a specialty drink. So yeah, we're more than happy to give out a complimentary coffee drink, like a latte, or our newest one is called the Royal Latte. So it's got some brown sugar and some gold flakes on top. It's really cool.
All right, so they just got to mention 302 and they can get a complimentary coffee.
Absolutely, like a latte, like a specialty. Yep. Yeah.
I love it. I think I need to send you a text right now asking if you got something at home. And you guys are so awesome. Amazing. We're going to post all the links for you guys, for people to check you guys out. And thanks for tuning in, guys.
Thank you so much. Have a great night.
See ya.
Wish you could spend more time having fun and less time with chores? Go to 302beachtalk.com to get $20 off a home cleaning. You'll be entered to win a completely free cleaning. Eat, play, serve. Sponsored by That Guy with a Broom.